Hey, besties. Let's throw some shade, honey. You ready to get into it? So, the first thing that these guys do when they get out of jail is once they put on their fresh new outfit, fresh freedom clothes, first thing they do is put a gold chain on. Like, where are you getting that from? Now, maybe Demondrick got his from his dad's house because, the garage outside got all his stuff stored. But I mean, Julius had on a chain and it's just like, is that the code? What is up with that? And ladies, are you buying them? Are you buying them? Guess you are. And baby, I didn't crack the code. Okay, so JK don't have no teeth. And neither does Marla. Golly. And who else was missing a side tooth? Oh, Ashley. I was like, oh, goodness. Welcome, besties. You are now behind the shade, and thanks for joining me. I recap your favorite reality shows weekly. Now let's kiki and haha and get into another episode of Love After Lockup, honey. It's season 6, episode 4. Reckless Entanglements. Do we like the title of this episode? Sure, whatever. But I got another one. I liked when Kathy asked JK, "Did you use my present? Did you use my present?" Honey, we're going to get into what his response was, okay? How would you rate this week's episode, besties? My cousin texted me last night and she was like, I don't like this season. Ugh, I just don't like nobody. Let me see what she said exactly. And I was like, oh my goodness, what? She said, I don't like these people on the new Love After Lockup. She want to go to the beach instead. And I'm like, I beg to differ. Production is stepping their game up to me. It's just like things are weaved in, making sense. Well, of not making sense, But I mean, I like it. I like these people. I do. So this week I'm gonna rate it. It was good. It kept my interest for a whole hour and a half. Child, I'll tell you guys, it is so hard to to do this. An hour and a half is a very long time. So anyway, I enjoy it. I'm gonna give this week's episode. It was cool, about a 7.5. Like I said last week, this show you just can't give it a 10 or a 9 because somebody gonna make anyway. I was entertained. I'll give it a 7. Okay, let's get into it now, besties. Please drop down in the comments and you let me know what you thought about this week's episode and what do you rate it. And did you like the title? And if you could change it, what would you change it to? Did you use my present? And don't forget to please like the video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And make sure your notification bell is on, ding dong, so that you know each and every time I post my content. So let's go to Portland, Oregon and get Will and Courtney together. So Courtney's mom said, wow, interesting. Now remember, last week's episode ended with him showing her the engagement ring. And these were her words. Wow, interesting. Don't you think it's too soon? He was like, nope. I adore her. I like her a lot, and I can't wait to meet her. You ain't gonna kill my vibe, little lady, so you be quiet. Mom in her confessionals, she makes bad decisions. She hangs out with bad people. She just becomes curious. And around 16, she left home. We would see her every now and then, but she left, And so Will promises to keep Courtney safe, healthy, and happy. He knows they are moving very fast. I think he called it elevator fast, but they built their relationship through conversations, honey. Well, duh, what else can you do when somebody's locked up in prison? What else can you do? Now, wait a minute. Did y'all hear that Mike and Justine are coming back to Love After Lockup, I guess next season. I don't know if it's going to be season 7 or season 6, episode 385. I'm not sure. But they're coming back, child. Yes, they are. I saw they did a concert. He was on stage. She comes on stage with him. He be rapping, she be dancing, and he loves it like that. I ain't mad. They might be the best couple out of the whole franchise. Okay, that's still together. I thought Marcelino and Brittany was gonna do it, but they crumbled. And I thought when they came back, I thought their storyline was fake, but no, 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 no. Anyway, so Will is excited. He said he has to follow his heart on this one, but he knows that people think it's a con and she just talking, but blah blah blah. Because mom's already said he's not her type, right? She like them, the street dudes, and he's a nerd. So they go to their hotel rooms because they got to get up. They have to leave the hotel at 6 a.m. So he's in the room showing us all his toys that he wants to use that night. And he tells us they are about to be all over that hotel room because it's a nice room. It got a living room. It's really nice. And he like, we going to be over here. We going to do this over here. Then we going to move over here. And then he going to say 2 days after this, you ain't going to want to come in here and touch nothing. I was like, ugh. The way it's going to smell. Ugh. Ugh. D juice, P juice, and plastic and rubber stuff, and it's ugh. Anyway, so she tells us she wants to wait. This is Courtney in her confessional. These white girls, they always, all of them, what they have in common, all of them, name them, name them, name them. They all want to come out and they don't want to do it to their man. They want to wait. They ain't never, their nerves, they're uncomfortable. They just, lesbian maybe. Nobody wants to do it. So she wants to wait until her nerves settle. And they all say that. And if you're white listening, don't get up. We don't do that. We kiki, we ha ha. It's true. If you are a fan, you know, you know. If you know, you know. Don't get mad. Don't drop down in my comments. You will get blocked. We are respectful. If you feel some kind of way, you can click off. Trust me. But this is what I noticed. This is what I've been watching this show from day one. And honey, all the white women come out and don't want to do it. None of them. What do y'all be in there saying to each other? So the next morning, they are headed to go get Courtney. She's coming home. It's raining outside. And child production keeps showing us that the mom has on a hoodie and a North Face vest, but she got on Birkenstocks with no socks. Now, mind you, they are in Portland, Oregon. It's raining. She lives in Washington. And she even said, I should have put on some socks. Why don't you have on any shoes? It's raining. Why don't you have on any rain boots? You got on the hoodie and the vest with some jeans on, and you just, girl, you're going to catch pneumonia out there in that rain with no socks on. What is wrong with you? No wonder why Courtney is in jail. No wonder why Courtney can't get her life together. You don't even know how to dress for the rain. You have taught that girl nothing. So they outside complaining on how cold they are, and they running 5 minutes late. They complaining about, oh, they're 5 minutes late. You know how they are. Um, it's jail, honey. Nothing is gonna be on time, and you complaining about 5 minutes. Go wait in the car. What is happening? When the car pulls up, you can get out of your car. Why are you standing outside freezing? Why? Why are you standing outside? So, yeah. So Courtney's sponsor pulls up in this old Honda, no hubcaps. He got a ladder on the roof. They looking like, who is that? Who you think that is? I don't know what you think. But call the car. I don't know. What? back up. What's up? Is that your dude? No, is that your friend? No, I don't know him. I ain't from. I'm from Sacramento. What you mean is that my dude? I don't know nobody out here. Well, who is it? He walking towards. Oh, he is. Oh my God! Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Child, this man was Courtney's sponsor. So he's been clean for 27 years and he's going to help her pull through all the things. And her choice of fun is Coca Cola and mathematics. If you know, you know what I just said. Yep, Coca Cola and mathematics. Do you get it? Take math, take the A, replace it with an E. M word rhymes with Beth. Coca Cola. Take the first syllable. The white rock, you know, snort. Not the rock. That's the that's the crack. But the powder, you lay it, you do lines, you snort it, and you know, yeah. So here comes Courtney. Oh, she's so cute. She looks healthy. She looks good. Where'd she get those lashes from, child? Just things that make you go. Now, where did that come from? How you get lashes? Can you get lashes in prison? Did you make them out of bobby pin? I don't know. I just where she get them lashes from? Their production said, "Hey girl, I got you some lashes. They said you wanted some, so here you go." Child, I don't know. If y'all know, let me know. So Courtney doesn't seem happy to see her mother. It's some drama going on with them. They was like, hey, was like, hi. And then Courtney was just like, she was very happy to see Mr. Will, honey. And so she had to run us down her rap sheet. You know, we all know she steal cars. Lock your doors, y'all. Courtney's out. She sells your car. She did some counts of grand theft auto. She do identity theft, child. Go on and make sure you get the insurance. Make sure all your credit cards are secure. Check your bank account every morning. Make sure you ain't somewhere in Thailand running it up. Wherever she is, make sure if you get anything from Oregon. Oh wait, no, is she going to? No, she can't go to Cali. So if you get any transaction out of Oregon, honey, it's Courtney. Okay. So she was really, really happy to see Will. Kisses, 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 hugs, hugs for real. She almost seemed convincing to me for now. Next couple. Last scene. Let's leave Oregon. Let's head on over here to Idaho. Oh, perfect state for Michael to be in. I'm gonna call him Mikey because I like to say Joey and Mikey. Because he's such a kid. So he's in Idaho, perfect state for him. He's the hoe. Michael is very hard headed. He don't want to listen to nobody. He don't want to follow nobody's rules. He want to do what he want to do. He said that before, and he don't want Joey telling him nothing. You know his mama can't tell him nothing, and now he don't want Joey to tell him nothing. Yeah. And what cracks me up is it seems like if you've done time in jail, right, you should be used to people telling you what to do. It just seems like when you come out of there, you one thing that you should have learned is how to listen. It just seemed like why are you so oh goodness. Why are you just so hard headed? So Joey is sprung on Mikey. I don't even know if I want to call him Mikey. I'm gonna change it. I don't know. We'll see. He is so sprung. He just sits there in awe. You can tell, you know, like when have you ever been in love to where when you with that person, you just not thinking about nothing and no one else. You just he ain't thinking about nothing. So they go to breakfast. They ain't supposed to be there. The order said for you to come straight here, boy. They sitting there chilling. I mean, a drive-through would have sufficed, but not a restaurant. So they're in there ordering. Mike reads. He's reading the instructions. He's supposed to go straight to the halfway house after his release, but here we are ordering. What did they get? Ew. Oh, something like the meat lovers omelets. No, you supposed to be in a drive-through at Jack in the Box getting something quick and slick. Okay, not sit in a restaurant talking about. And what bread would you like? We have wheat toast, we have white, we have rye, and we have sourdough. Would you like a Thomas English muffin? Uh-huh. So your side is potatoes. Would you like the house potatoes, or would you like smothered potatoes, or would you like hash browns? Smothered potatoes. Okay. And to drink, would you like water, orange juice, apple juice, tea, coffee? Some coffee, please. Like, you supposed to be, hello, may I take your order? Welcome to Burger King. May I take your order? Yes. Can I have a number 5 with an orange juice and 2 jellies? Grape. Thanks. Extra napkins. Are you eating in the car, or are you gonna take it in the house? We're gonna eat in the car. Okay, thank you. Have a good day. Child. He reading the paperwork. It say, get over here now. Mike says he don't care. They go into a hotel room tonight. He'll just check in the next day. Joey is just wanting him to be right, abide by the rules, do what they say, stop playing. He is stressing Joey out. Joey's like Joey wants him to ask the PO if it's okay to be out. You need permission. Mike feels like, yeah, well, if we ask, they gonna say no, and there you go. And so Mike says, he also reads that he cannot be in a relationship until they approve him. I was like, what? They like, no, you can't even be with no boo. We got to let you know when you can get you some. You got to focus. Mike says, yeah, we'll tell them in 2 weeks that we together. And then, all they going to do is just violate me. Joey is over there cringing. Just the red flags are popping up all over the place. And he clearly think those red flags mean there's a circus in town, because he is just going to sit there and want to go to the circus. He is avoiding all these red flags. And so he says, Mike is very dishonest, and it's he don't know what to do. I'm like, well, he acts like a child. Excuse me, besties, and you act like his dad. That's what this is. You're 8 years older, but he's so childish, he gonna break all the rules. So back in the car, Mike has figured out, y'all, how to get all his messages back, child. You know what I'm saying? Giving them tablets in jail got them smart, honey. Now I get it. Give them some tablets, let them figure out how to do stuff so they can come out and maybe get a job in the tech world. So Samsung had kept all his apps, and all his messages are back and loaded, honey. Need some water. Hold on. So he's reading the phone. Brian, Robert, Gino, DJ, Andrew. Child, the body count is high. Spencer. Oh my gosh, I gotta talk to Spencer. Oh, I want to see him. He reading messages. The bottom's gonna be buzzing when they figure out you back on the streets. Ooh, somebody else. Send me a DSP picture just so I know it's you and you really out. But you don't have to send me a DICK picture. But if you want to, I'm like, ugh. Joey is getting on his nerves, because he's just like, Joey over there cringing. He don't know what to do. And so Mikey is like, well, I did it last time. Just go on over here and we gonna see. And it's like, that's why you back in jail again. Because it's gonna be a next time and a next time. The last time I did it and they didn't trip, go on over here. We gonna go out. It don't matter. We gonna show it when we show up. Oh my God. He's like, they're gonna building over there. It's right there. He's so immune to being a criminal, it don't even bother him. He's a career criminal. Doesn't bother him. So they go to check in. It's 2 o'clock. They've been out since 9 a.m. I'm like, for real? What have y'all been doing? Did y'all do the do? Cause you ain't gonna be able to do no hotel tonight. It's not happening. Oh wait, we talking about Mike. Yeah, he does what he wants. So he got to check in at the halfway house at 4. Joey's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Michael is like, oh my God, you are such a stress box. Do you see me worried? I'm not worried, so you don't worry. Oh, goodness. So they show up to the halfway house. He's like, oh, yeah, I've lived here before. Back in 2019. Uh huh. I got kicked out in 3 days, though. Michael. So the two guys show up. You know, they're like the directors of the house and the program runner, all that. So they meet, introduce, walk in, sit down, talk about what's gonna be happening. He picks out his room. He's like, "Oh my God, it's small like a closet. How much do you need, sir?" Oh, the beds in jail are better than this. No one says that. I don't believe you. You're ready to go back. You don't even care. You don't care. You have it made. You don't have to grow up. You're 40. You can get out, do all your, illegal things, go in and get all the butts you want. You know what I'm saying? Like he got it made. And he gonna drive Joey crazy. So he's lived there before. He got put out because he said on day one he got lonely, so he left. He went and had his little mathematics party, you know, Beth with the M. He came back. They tested him. He was dirty. They put him out. Oh, goodness. He says that he won't be there long. And Joey wants him to do his full 6 months before they move in together. Joey is stressed out. He crying. He walking down the street. And Michael's in the car looking at him like, So then we found out there's a violation. If he violates his curfew, that's $20. So he tells, and he got to take a P test. And he tell Joey, well, I hope you got $20 because we gonna violate the curfew tonight. And so production is like, why are you dealing with this? Like, why are you doing this? And he's like, because I love the guy. Okay. So over in Ohio, that wasn't a big, yeah, over in Ohio, Brooklyn and Brian, they arguing about the picture. Remember last week it was a big booty girl's picture in his tablet. Yeah. And so she got him on the phone. Why don't you have a picture of me in your tablet? You got, you getting tight. Oh, this was him. You getting tight over an IG broad? That's an Instagram model. Da, 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 da. Well, why is she on there? And so he was like, why would I have my woman on the back of a tablet where everybody can see it? Blood, you being weird, bro. They call each other bro. And so I was thinking, okay, that might be a good little story. And, clearly the pictures is like, Playboy magazine for these guys. That's their jack off material. You know what I'm saying? Like, bam, done. Rub one out, one and done. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what that's doing. So he's like, you being weird. Why don't you wait till I get out until you can become psycho? And so he apologizes to her. And she like, okay. It's cool, it's cool. And so he was like he said, when he got the tablet, that picture was there. It's been there since 2020. Like it's been there. And so he assures her that it's been there, nothing's going on, he ain't ever cheated. And so she lets us know, she's insecure because she's been cheated on by her daughter's dad. And whoever the chick was he was messed with reached out to her and let her know that they had a thing going on. So, yeah, clearly she has trust issues. Okay, that was it for them. Let's move on, child. Let's get into let's go to Texas. Let's leave Ohio. Let's go to Texas. Brooke and JK. Child, when they was in the kitchen after they did y'all see all them potato chips in the corner in the kitchen? It was a bag in front of call it in front of JK, James Keith. I was like, girl, look at all those chips and snacks over there. No wonder why you just as big as that table. But anyway, and did you see the front of Brooke's car? Is it salvaged? Is that a salvaged car? Savage. Is that a salvaged car? Child, it's missing the fog lights, the parking lights. I was like, girl, you gotta fake it till you make it. If she never told us how much she has spent since JK's been in prison, since she's been dealing with him, huh? She ain't told us. Only one person has put a price tag on the prisoner, and that was is her name Kiana? She spent 20,000. Yeah. Okay, so back in Texas, they get to his mom's house, honey. Did you know Kathy has a husband, child? So the stepdad and JK, they have like a fun and a good relationship now. He said he used to give the stepdad the blues growing up because he didn't have his dad in his life. So it's like, who are you? And he's a mama's boy, so who are you? But they get along now. They talk crap to each other. So like when they pulled up, he was like, come here, stupid, you out of jail. They just talk crazy to each other. And so that's their love language. And so he walking in through the garage and he like, you got AC, you got Wi-Fi. And it's like, calm down, prisoner. Calm down. We also have potato chips. We got a whole bunch of potato chips, baby. That's what we have. Because they don't have no Wi-Fi. Kathy does not have Wi-Fi. What do you mean you don't have Wi-Fi? Kathy, do you have a cell phone? Why the stepdaddy? What are y'all doing? So, child, he got the ankle monitor on, and he's trying to figure out. The box is sitting on the TV stand, so he's trying to figure out how far he can go. Mom's like, you can't go outside to the front yard or the backyard. So he like, okay, I'm gonna go to the edge of the garage because he like, well, that's where the washer and dryer is. That's where the deep freezer is. That's where the pantry is. I gotta go get stuff out the garage. So let's see if I can get make it there. So he walks out there, they testing to see how far he can go, child. So the daddy, they play games. So he got a bullhorn with a siren on it, right? So he turns the siren on. Beep, 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 beep. Child JK ran for his life running back in that house. And they all laughing at him. And so the stepdad uses the bullhorn and goes, welcome back. And so Brooke is like, April Fools. And I'm like, that was funny. So Marla, Kathy's roommate. Now, how is you in here with a husband and a roommate? But baby, when I tell you, oh, I know why. She getting a check for Marla. So Marla said that they can use her room for the night because she gets it. She knows what they trying to do, and she's here for it. Marla over there with no teeth herself, like thumbs up and everything, child. So Kathy shows them her room, and child, it looked like a full nursing home. Brooke is like, this ain't it. He like, well, we can't go to your house. I got what you want to do. Cut the ankle monitor off. I can't go nowhere. This is the best we got. You need to work with me, child. It's a twin bed with a bed rail. It's a CPAP machine next to the bed. Child, it's a portable toilet over there. It's a walker over there. It's a wheelchair over Child. Child. It's the only option for now. So she go ahead and say whatever. So she climbs on top. She puts her love on top. So the next morning or whatever, yeah, the next morning, honey, they over there just relishing in all their love. And she's like, JK was a 10 out of 10. He was good. He was great. It was good. It was, oh yeah. Oh my God. But they got to hurry up, get up because he got stuff to do and he got to get out the house by 8. So they get up, go join Marla and the moms at the table. And she's like, how was it last night? He was like, it was good. And I'm like, ugh, this is so gross. You don't have these kind of conversations with your mom. This is nasty. And I don't even want to I want to turn my TV off. Don't nobody want to even listen to you tell your mama about your but she set it up for you. That's their relationship. But I didn't like it don't mean that it's not cringy, okay? Did you use my present? So she gave him condoms. He said it's been 6 years since he done got him some. He said he finna go deep in it, honey. He need all of that. And he was looking at us and he did not blink. I was like, okay. And I'm gonna need you to go get some teeth too, okay? Because he's handsome. He just needs some teeth. Yeah. So they leave the house. Now she fussing. As soon as they get outside, they ain't even in the car yet. Yeah, you getting on my nerves. I am what I do. You've been texting on your phone since 3 in the morning. Oh, and I know you've been texting at Alex. And he like, man, like, are you chill out? Like, blood, like, what's up? And she like, nah. So they get to the PO's office. It's an hour later. He ain't came out yet. Kathy's calling, like, what's going on? Where is my son? She like, I've been out here for over an hour. I just seen people come and go. But Mike, he ain't, Mike, JK has not called and he hasn't came out. Kathy like, well, take your butt in there and go ask and see where my son is. She like, okay. I said, Lord have mercy. You know what? I cannot do no mama's boy. It ain't gonna work. Okay. Who we gonna get into? It's time for the thruples. Let's go on over here to Texas, honey. Let's get into it. So Demondrick has a job interview and he calls up Kiana. She's at her pharmacy tech job. He need a ride. So she gonna leave her job and do it because she feels like if she don't be there for him, then he will, call the BM. So now remember she has two jobs and she has spent $20,000 on him. Okay. And she say money is tight and she is frustrated and she don't see a reward in this. And I'm like, well, yeah, tell us more. So what you gonna do? It's the avoiding the red flags for me that really get on my nerves. Like if you gonna do it, stand 10 toes down. Don't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out and get to tripping. Like if you're gonna do this, enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Kiana, honey, come close, baby. I want to talk to you real quick. Sweetheart, you are buying prison dick, okay? Yes. He has cheated on you twice with his baby mama. Uh-huh. And what you should have done, boo-boo, you should have given her $10,000 to go away. Joella, come on here, baby. Joella, I got a little envelope for you, honey. This should hold you for a minute till this should hold you for a minute. Go away, boo. Blow away, baby. Bye-bye. So she takes him to the interview, girls. And he just complimenting her in the car and they doing the little kisses. I like that. Baby mom calling during the interview. He down there with the lady trying to get a job. And it's like, oh gosh, she blowing him up. And so production asked him, is he still in love with Joella? Child, the stuttering got real. I was like, Alexa, I can't say it loud because my Alexa will hear me. Alexa, please play Joe Stutter. So, are you still in love with Joella? I'm moving on. It's a new beginning, child. If you don't shut up, he done told us he been talking to her and the kids. Well, duh. You have 3 children, but we know why he's separating it because it's two different things. He's been talking to her, and the kids, sure, because those kids are old enough to, and I think the oldest, he looks old enough to have his own phone. They blurred out his picture, and they didn't mention him, and I wonder why. But anywho, so the next scene, his brother Jerry comes to pick him up. Why am I keeping up with names? You know I don't do that. So Jerry comes to pick him up, honey, and they about to go meet Joella at the Bucket of Love, baby. Not the Bucket of Love. So he tell bruh, yeah, come in, sit at a different table. We gonna be all right. We just gonna eat and that's it. We just gonna eat. And he said, Blood, you scared? You scared of Joella? He like, well, no, I ain't scared of her. I just don't want no problems, Protect me, bruh. Be my keeper, brother. So, they got the three kids, and so they're sitting down, and he invites her to his dad. He invites her to his dad's barbecue that they gonna throw for him for the welcome home. And so he's telling her, bring the kids, that'll be cool, and Kiana gonna be there. So, don't be telling her that we came out together today because she don't know. Don't say nothing. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And so he's talking about the kids, and he says he's going to be in his children's lives because he has a father in his life. Love that. I love that. And so she's all, well, what about us co-parenting? Does she know? But what's she going to? He was like, she going to have to deal with it, you know? And clearly you can see Joella is still in love with Demondrick, still in love, the way she looks at him. And I was looking at him and I was trying to see if he's still in love, but I couldn't tell. Because his right and his left eye are very different. I was watching, okay, I was looking. I'm doing this for y'all. But what he does is he gives you his undivided attention, and that's he's direct. He looks at you in your eye and he is into, so he might still, he is, but he still want to holler. He's still taking the benefits, but that don't mean you in love. I was trying to see if he's deeply in love. There's something there, but it might not be in love. And so, but we know she is. It's very clear. So she tells him, I wish you would have waited before you moved on with her. But he was telling her, like, before I went to jail, we was fighting and arguing a lot. And yeah, I couldn't do it. And so he admits that he clings on to Joella more than he should. Yeah. So there's something there. It's just, but I know there's something there, but there's a thing of convenience versus feelings. You be with people. It's plenty of married people that's still married, that don't want to be, that shouldn't be, that is still together because of convenience. I repair the house, you cook the meals. You know what I'm saying? You take care of the kids, I take care of the bills. Let's not pretend. So he clings on to her more than he should because she wants that. She pulls him in. It's part of her, it's her fault too. His, of course, but he feels like he needs to try someone else in order to know if she is where he needs to be. And I was like, Alexa, play Donnell Jones. Play Donnell Jones, honey. Child, if I could sing, I would sing a verse, but I'm gonna hurry up because I'm at 37 minutes already. And so she's like, do you really want her? Or do you want to come home to the boys? And I don't like the way she worded that because it's kind of like you putting them boys in the mix to weaponize the situation. Manipulation, other words. It's like, no, boo, don't put the parenthood in the mix with relationship. These are two different things. You needed to ask him the real. Do you want her or do you want me? Play today. Do you want him or do you really want me? Y'all remember that song from the 90s? So there she is trying to manipulate, put the boys in it. I'm like, now, Joella, can you stop with that? That narrative is old and washed up. Now, y'all, hold on, y'all, because I had to get some old. Okay, here we go. Is this them? Okay. Wait, hold on. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, like you already know it's gonna always be y'all and the boys. The boys bond you together. They're not grown. So that's not what you want to know. You want to know, are you gonna be mine? Just ask, girl, stop being a punk. So he contemplates. He said he has contemplated that because he knows what she meant. And so he said he really want both, but he does love Kiana. He loves everything about her. He tells the baby mama he cares about her. He will make sure that she's okay and them kids, and they will keep co-parenting. And if there's a moment where a spin the block is necessary, he may spin the block So you can't say that. You got to be careful with baby mamas and when they still in love. She told you, like, I wish you would have waited before you moved on. I was going to get it together. I had one more fight in me and I was going to be done arguing with you. I was going to be finished. You didn't let me grow up. And so she says, it's hard. No, for Joella, it's hard to leave her alone because they've been together for so long, right? And so now she thinks she got a chance to win them back. And that's your fault because you didn't really shut it all the way down. You kind of like keeping the door open. You know, man, they just always want to, make sure if this don't work, I can come back. Sorry for the paper, but I got to go over here to back to Ohio. We got to go to Cincinnati. So, okay. Julius, Alexis, Ashley, the mama Holly, the daddy Calvin, the sisters. It's a family affair. Okay. So Alexis is pleased with Julius's performance because they had time to do the freaky tales last night. He said it got intense. She must have wrapped them legs around him and wouldn't let him loose. He probably couldn't breathe. So Julius tells us, he did not use protection. His pullout game is strong, he says. But baby, honey, we know to date that girl is pregnant, or supposed to be, allegedly, she's pregnant. So, so when he was telling Alexis they were gonna go meet up with the mom and sister, he's scrolling on his phone. And she was looking. Did y'all see how she was looking right at his phone? They had different little clips of it because once you could tell he was scrolling, and then it looked like he was like doing something else. But I guess she did. Maybe he had a screen protector on his phone. Maybe she couldn't really see. That's why she was trying to look so hard. But he was looking at Ashley's pictures. Scrolling. So I was like, at first I was like, is he on Instagram or TikTok? Because I could see him scrolling with his, he just rolling with the thumb, just going up with the thumb, right? And so, oh no, he's looking at the pictures that Ashley took and sent him. Uh huh. Uh huh. So he goes in to talk about, he getting ready to go see his mom. He feeling some kind of way because his feelings are hurt. Mom and the sister did not come see him not one time while he was in jail for 6 years. They did not come see him. They did not make sure he was good. They did not make sure he had what he needed. They didn't keep up with him. It was all on Alexis. Okay. So remember, because Alexis is friends with his sister. And so they've been cool and they love each other. They have a good relationship. And so oh, so no, Alexis was saying, we've been friends for 10 years, but I gotta ride with my man because I'm trying to have a family with him. So if he ain't, I'm on with him. So if he ain't fooling with y'all, I ain't fooling with y'all. So Julius was looking at Ashley's pictures, as I said. Um, he said she look all right, but Alexis looks better. I was like, absolutely. Number one, Ashley, you need to get a different color wig, honey. That black is too harsh on your pale skin. You need a different color. Go a little lighter, boo. You don't need to be in the jet black. You don't need the jet black. You don't need it. When you wear a wig, we try not to let it look like one. That is the goal. Try not to let it look like a wig. Who and what's wrong with your hair? You are a half breed. What is wrong with your hair? I see it ain't long. What happened? What's going on? You got alopecia? Like, tell me. I need to know. Because if you know, you know. So he says she look alright, but Alexis looks better. She do. And he gonna try to see her because today is her birthday. Remember that, besties? Today is Ashley's birthday. But first, he got to go hang with his family. So Alexis is at the hotel wondering what he's doing because he ain't called to tell her happy birthday yet. She is like, what's going I told him my friends and left the chat and turned up, it's bottles, all the wine is gone, bottles all over the place. They've been playing and throwing them roses all over all over the room. It's looking a mess. She ain't even cleaned up. So Julius is like, I gotta go meet my mom, but I'm feeling some kind of way. And it's like, dude, you went to jail. You didn't go to college. What is wrong with you? We're not celebrating you being in jail. You're not, this is not a reward, boo boo. You broke the law, right? We're supposed to support you for breaking the law. But I know but that is cold though, because if your son, your brother's in jail, and okay, you don't go up there for whatever reason, because jails are never close by, right? They're hours away. It takes all day. You got to get a hotel, maybe spend the night. It is a lot, right? They do it on purpose. Um, but you can send cards, take a call every now and then, send some money every now and then. You can do some things to show on at least on their birthday and Christmas, if nothing else, you can't do something. So from his point of view, they've done absolutely nothing. So yes, mom and sisters, even though I just said he didn't go to college, you shouldn't get no rewards, you did break the law. This is true, but golly, you couldn't send him no money for his birthday? You and the mama. I bet you Kathy over there in Texas took care of JK. I bet you he didn't have a care in the world when he was in jail. So, okay, so we going to meet the family. Are we there yet? Let me see. Da, 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 da. Okay, so on the way to go meet up with the family in the park, Julius's dad calls and he's like, they didn't have a good relationship because Julius's dad did time in prison when he was young, so he was in and out and in his life, whatever, going through the same stuff. So this is like, oh my God, did Julius even have a chance at life, right? So he's talking to his dad. They're cool now. So dad is like, make amends with them. Don't hold them accountable for too long. People ain't perfect. You ain't perfect. They ain't perfect. So he meets the family, meets the mama. Mom is crying with her California t-shirt on. Hey, girl, are you from here? What's up? And why you got on that too little tennis skirt? Okay, all white. Okay. So she said, I couldn't come see you because I lost my license. And I'm thinking like misplaced it. Don't know where it is. Not lost, not found. I did not know it was a DUI type of situation. This is her only son. She has 3 other daughters. 2 look mixed. So they may be Julius's full, whole sisters. The other girl is completely, she looks white. She don't look mixed. Mom's had a ring on her finger, so clearly she might be married. So he got the 3 sisters. One is Alexis's friend, and so they're all just so happy to see him. He has changed. He looked different. He's tall. Just they're like, oh my goodness. Now remember, Julius is 25. He's been in prison since he was 19. So yeah, they haven't seen him since he was 18. So I'm pretty sure he didn't have no tattoos on his face, on his neck, didn't have locks. He probably grew his hair in jail. So they like, wow, you look different. So the one sister is apologizing to him for not coming to visit also. She said, yeah, her and Julius used to bump heads because he would expect things from her, and she was a struggling single mother of a few kids. Like, she didn't have it like that. So you need to stop with all that time you call. I don't owe you nothing, but I'm not your mom. Call Holly. That's her mother's name. So mom's telling him, they veer off to the side. They get to talk. So mom's telling him, I was drinking a lot when you got arrested because I was depressed. You went to jail. You my only son. I didn't know how to cope. She's been fighting depression all of his life. So she's like, I'm sorry I wasn't there for y'all growing up. I just wasn't the best mom. I struggle with my depression. He tells her, it's okay, mom. I chose this path for myself. I said, no, 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 no. You wasn't saying all that at the house. Where is that smoke? Where is that energy? It's cool now because she apologized. Okay, because you sure was saying a whole bunch of other smack over there in the living room at Alexis's house, honey. You was like, trick them. They wasn't there for me. How you gonna be there for me if I would be there for you? Yeah, where's that energy at? But I get it. This is his mom. He got a soft spot. He got it's his mama. So he apologized. He said this is the path he took. So it ain't your fault. And he was like, yeah, we was struggling though growing up. I'm gonna accept your apology, Holly, but I'm gonna let you know it was rough growing up. I'm gonna let you know. I accept your apology, but you was wrong. And so, she drank a lot because she was depressed. And so the sisters are telling Alexis that she hoped they work out because one of them said, I don't recall him being no player or nothing like that, but he do move privately. I said, uh-huh. So they leave the park. He feel good about seeing the family. They get home, they chilling, they tired. Ashley is blowing up his phone. She like, why he not answering? It went straight to voicemail. Oh, maybe he was calling me when I was calling him. Let me try again. I was like, this girl is just so oblivious. Whew. So he like, yeah, Tyler is blowing me up. Oh my God, what do you want? Let me go talk to Tyler out here. Okay. She laying on the couch. This is, Alexis. She's just, she like, she's suspicious. She's suspicious. So he like, this Tyler calling me. Now, mind you, it's 5 o'clock. Where is Julius? That girl is at the room, juice, because he said he on his way. She putting on makeup, got her little sundress from Ross on. She shopped where that other girl shopped at in New York last season. She got a little Ross dress on. She tells him, he called her back. He said he gonna be there in 15 minutes. She tells him she loves him. Now, remind you, she's noticed since he's been out, he don't say it back. So she said she wasn't going to say it no more, but it slipped out. Well, baby, you got his name tattooed all over your chest, so you do, and you're going to say it. So he say, all right, yeah. She said, he didn't even tell me I love you. She called him the N-word on TV. Yeah, they bleeped it out, but that first bleep was the N word. And I was like, oh, wait a minute, girl. You half black, I believe. You might even be a quarter black. Are you black enough to be saying the N word? Yeah, you got 2 black friends, that you had 2 white friends too, or 1 white, 1 mixed. But are you besties? Let me know down in the comments. Is Ashley qualified enough to say the N word? I need to know. I guess so. And y'all know Ashley don't have no teeth either, right? Oh gosh. She missing that side tooth. So Alexis is suspicious on the couch. He calls an Uber. How you know how to get an Uber? He get him an Uber. Child. I heard that. So she mad. Alexa's mad because she on Instagram and he done posted a picture downstairs outside. It was a picture of his shoes and his socks and his legs, and the caption said, "Who trying to kick it?" And she said, "That ain't for no dude." He said he asking women who trying to kick it. So Ashley over there super juiced that he is on his way, honey. She over there, she rambling. Now she's so nervous. She telling production when she get nervous or mad, she choose jerky. Oh, because you said about clenching your teeth and anyway, girl, be quiet. So he coming up talking about what he missed about when he was in jail. He missed having choices. So he got to see what Ashley is about, honey. And she in there talking about, I hope his breath don't stink. I hope he tall like he said he is. And I hope that DICK is big. Child, he knocks on the door and she screams his name. Julius! And that was the end of the episode. Besties, don't forget to like the video. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel and make sure your notification bell is on, ding dong, so that you know each and every time I post my content. And I will be back with another recap. Bye, besties.